Yep. Over here we got C-, John, Kevin, Kevin. Yep. Kaz, C-A-Z, and Sean. Sean. What is going on, everybody? We are just getting started.
What are those Irish people there? Yeah, right.
We got Chris Jones against Corrado. Graveler, what's going on, buddy? Jill. Welcome, everybody. Jill's already sending 2024 gifts. I love it. Love it. Oh, what a shot from Chris Jones. Sparks, I gotta say, I completely forgot about that. Oh, that's too funny. Too funny, guys. That should be a good matchup tonight. This Hingham team looks absolutely stacked with bowlers. I'm doing much better today than I have been all week, so I'm good. Tried to cut it over, just missed it. Jill sending an earth and a tiny. Thank you. Thank you for the early shares. I like that. More people that can see this, the better. We've already hit 1,000 already, guys. I like this right now. Like I said, it should be a great matchup. We got John Zappi on the right going against John Lescarbeau on the left. I don't know John Zappi that much. Him and Chris, I don't really know at all. The other three guys I know pretty well. And obviously by now I know the entire Lafayette team pretty well. There we go. Great ball from John Lescarbeau. Let's go. One more. Frigger, what's going on, buddy? Nice seeing you, pal. Oh, that pin wants to fall, but it's not going to. Not going to. Cheryl. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Cheryl. How's everything been? Hope everybody had a great Christmas. If I didn't see you already on Tuesday. Yeah, I totally understand that. I gotta figure out how to change the sub goal, apparently. I thought I did before, and then I know I lost a sub at one point. So I wasn't at that 5 level mark, but it's okay. I love all those little things next to your name, the subscriber, the #1 gifter, moderator. You got like every attachment possible on your name right now. Pat, what is going on? What a shot. Nice job. Welcome, Pat. Always great seeing you. Yeah, we got Bob Whitcomb on the right and Kevin Gallagher on the left now. I do, but not tonight. Tonight is the Pro Bowlers, and I am not quite on that level yet, so I am just kind of like watching, hanging out, just like you guys are. Lee, what's going on, buddy? How's Florida treating you right now? Or you're not back already, I'm assuming. Oh, okay. Wow, there is not much room down there for that ball to go in between that piece of wood and the gutter and that pin. Somehow he managed it. Oh, wow. Okay. So professional isn't really like, it's not like these guys, this is their only job or anything. This is just, I don't know, the highest you can go in like a league. Every one of these bowlers is extremely good. You get fully scratched. There's no handicap in it. So basically, if you're not on that 115 to 120 level, it's almost not worth it even bowling in this. You're just going to lose a lot of money. Riverwalk Lanes was actually built in the 1930s. The building itself is really, really old. I don't know, from like early 1800s, but the bowling alley part has been here since the 1930s. Oh, Kevin missing right there. These guys actually are really, really good at this game. This game is just very hard. Pat, sending some roses, thank you. Like you got John Winchell and Chris Kaz here. John is one of my favorite bowlers. Super nice guy. No, nobody will use a house ball. Everyone brings their own. The only time you'll use the house ball is to clear out a gutter if there's a pin down there. No, this is not a strike game. This is a spare game, or even like a 10 game. But most of these guys are going to be trying to get spares most of the time. I mean, they're going to try for the strike. Just like, you know, that pocket hit from Chris right there, and you're just not left with a strike. That's just what happens in Candlepin. Yeah, you get 3 shots per frame. Just like in 10 pin, the first one's still a strike, second one is still a spare. Scoring-wise, the exact same. The third ball is the only difference, and that's just total pinfall with no bonus balls. Wow, what a 10 there. Nice 10. Yeah, pin action for sure. If you can make those pins dance, you're going to get a lot more action. My God, my truck. What a nightmare that was all week long. So the truck broke down on Wednesday. First day back after Christmas break. Loaded my truck up at the warehouse, got out to my first store, and it just completely died on me. Kaz throws it really, really hard, doesn't he? Oh yeah, watch my video about Josh Daly, like in his 172 game. He's one of the best lefties out there. So anyway, I was driving down the road, truck broke down. I assumed it was a fuel pump because oh, wow. That's a great one right there. What a 10. So anyway, I thought it was the fuel pump that went. It was not the fuel pump. It was the fuel pump control modulator or something. And apparently there's none in the entire country. So they were trying to tell me my truck was going to take months to get fixed. Oh, what a strike from Craig Holbrook. What a strike. Sean, my highest score is a 168. I did it a couple years ago. I would really like to beat it again soon. Average score. So if you can average 100, you are going to be one of the better bowlers in your league. So I would assume a regular average score would be about an 85. And you're going to see these guys do a lot better than that tonight. These guys are all very, very good bowlers, whose average is usually around somewhere around 115 to 120. Craig Holbrook is still bowling, believe it or not. Still one of the best bowlers out there. Nice shot. What's the record for 10 frames? 245. It's happened twice. Semi-pro just means like I am better than most like league bowlers. I do a lot of tournaments and stuff, but I'm not on this level yet. Like there's a level difference between regular league bowlers that might get 100. I'm usually around the 106, 107 mark, and these guys are like the 115 to 120. So I'm working my way up. What are they bowling with? I don't know what you mean. You mean like what kind of balls? You do not have a 282 in Candlepin bowling. That is not something that's happened. Oh, is that or is this just the new Carson? Oh, it is Carson Harrington. Oh my God, I didn't even notice. You're right. Carson Harrington is the greatest bowler of all time. We learned that last week. I have not bowled in Albany. No, I generally stay in the Massachusetts, New Hampshire area. There's no oil on the lanes. Nope. These are just straight wooden lanes. What's going on, Liv? No, because we doesn't have Candlepin bowling. There is an app that you can put on your phone that has Candlepin bowling if you wanted to. Yeah, we literally just started. This is the first few frames of the night. So we'll be here till probably like 10:30 tonight. Rules for this are almost the same as 10-pin bowling. We get 3 throws. We get to leave the wood on the deck to make our spares and our 10s. But for the most part, it's the same. Yeah, there's an app. I don't remember what it's called, but if you look up Candlepin bowling on an app, you can actually do it on your phone. Yeah, that is the Craig Holbrook. Why are the balls so small? Because this is Candlepin bowling, and we like to make things hard on ourselves by not using a giant ball. Balls don't get any more than 2 pounds 7 ounces in Candlepin, believe it or not. Oh, what a strike. What a shot. Yeah, so sliding is a really important thing in Candlepin. No, duckpin is a completely different sport. They use bigger balls than Candlepin, and their pins are a lot shorter and fatter. They look more like 10 pins, just small. Okay, thank you, Karen. I do not go 10-pin bowling as well. Nope, I am just a Candlepin bowler, and that's it. Max average, I think, is right around 105, 106 right now, somewhere in that area. He's actually a little better than me now. What do you mean my likes aren't working? I see a like every once in a while. Yeah, it's going up. At least on my end it is. Yeah, most people bowl 10-pin. Like, I fully understand it's the more popular throughout the entire country, but this is just what it is, you know? Yeah, there's nothing in Minnesota as far as I know. This is primarily only found in like northern New England, so you're going to see it a lot in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. Oh. How does someone keep track on what throw they're on? While you're watching right now, there isn't much. You just kind of have to pay attention to it. I'll update the scores once in a while. Bill's keeping score for me tonight. No Mrs. Magic. You can watch these games on TV. Absolutely. All you have to do is put TikTok on your TV and just watch me there. But other than that, no, you can't watch this on TV. I'm sorry. Yes, 2 teams playing tonight. This is a travel league. So right now, Hingham is traveled to Riverwalk Lanes to face Team Lafayette. I am not bowling tonight. Nope, this is just me hanging out like you guys, watching the pros bowl. There's never been a perfect game. Oh, what a 10. What a shot. 245 is the most that's ever happened. You don't want to change your, Keith, I'm talking to. Generally, you don't want to change your arm angles too much, and you don't want to change how you throw the ball. They do slow it down, believe it or not. Just, they don't slow it down as much as you would in 10-pin, because we don't have a giant ball to do that with. But we definitely slow it down a little bit. No. No lofting the ball. If you see that second line out there, that's called the lob line. The ball has to make contact with the lane prior to that, or else it's a foul ball as if it went in the gutter. It doesn't surprise me, Stretcher, at all. This is a very, very niche sport. Who are you going to root for? That's totally up to you. Lafayette's the home team. It's the one I record like the most. So you would think you would root for them. But also, I'm a big fan of a lot of the bowlers on Team Hingham. Highest score possible is a 300, same as in 10-pin. If you get 12 strikes, it's a 300. But that's just never, ever going to happen. No oil on the lanes. They're supposed to call the lob line on themselves if they throw it past it. Yeah, I definitely think this game should be expanded. Wholeheartedly think it should. I'm doing my best to make sure people around the whole country can see this and know what's going on with Candlepin. Because I get things all the time where I would, saying I live in Minnesota, I would love to play this. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. Highest score I've ever seen is a 205, 204. That Steve Walker threw. It's the only 200 I've ever seen in my whole life. It was crazy. They do not have this in Vegas, as far as I know. They might have a single lane. I think there actually is a single lane in Vegas, just to try it at a 10-pin house there. But for the most part, no. My highest game is a 168. Did it a couple years ago, but it's been a while. A good game for these guys. I think most of these guys would be pretty happy if they throw 130. Like I said, averaging between 115 and 120. That's what they expect every time. So when they get 130, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. So you're not going to want to overhand throw it anyway, because you have to make contact with the lane prior to that lob line, or else it's a foul ball. So you're not really going to want to do that. And if you did throw it overhand, you'd probably bounce it way too hard. Yeah. Oh, what a strike. These guys are really, really good. Yeah, so in Candlepin, we throw it 3 times. First one is still a strike, second one is still a spare, just like in 10-pin. The third ball is just total pinfall. So no bonus balls like there is in the first 2 strikes and spares. Nice try. Nice try to kick it over. Yes, very much New England bowling. I prefer a rubber ball. I use Cobras for myself. And I really like those balls. They're nice. Yeah, Duckpin's a good one too. I just personally think Candlepin's the best. Does the pin spotter work? So here at Riverwalk Lanes, it is still pencil and paper scoring. So there's no pin spotter. The ball can weigh anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. Most likely, they're going to be in the 2.6 to 2.7 range. There are 5 bowlers per team. there's not like a PBA dues or anything like that, but leagues will have dues and stuff like that. Oh, we have pin setters. Yes, there are pin setters down there. It's not the same machine because the shape of ours, it's actually a lot easier to make a Candlepin machine. So yeah, but it is similar in setup, but it's not the exact same. Yes, we actually get to leave the wood that's up there to make our spares and our tents. Sean getting all that pin action right there. Wow. Craig Holbrook all over the head pin. There are some synthetic lanes. These happen to be wood lanes. Wow. See, that is a thing where the speed of his ball really helped that one. So it is a lot of luck on the first ball. Oh, what a shot. But you look at a shot like that, and that was all skill on that shot. He kicked that pin over, and that was an incredibly difficult shot that Craig Holbrook on the left just made, and that took a lot of skill to be able to do. I wish I could make shots like that. It pretty much was, yes. So this is Riverwalk lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Yeah, we have to change lanes because the ball returns are on the outside of the lanes instead of on the inside, like sometimes are. Oh, that's super cool. I mean, if your sister lives in Amesbury, she picked a great town. I love Amesbury so much. Yeah, I love Amesbury. Always have. Where I was raised, and just a great town. Wow, all over the head pin there. Matthew Clayton get the number 2 gift badge. Way to go. Ooh, average age is probably getting up there, unfortunately. Like I know my kids' league that I coach on Saturdays, we have 86 kids in that league, but it is the largest youth league out there. So we're trying to, get the younger kids to do it, but it is a lot of older people. Yeah, that you definitely can do. You can definitely come down here to Riverwalk Lanes at any time and bowl just, with these guys even. Not with, but like there's open bowlers over here on the left right now. I mean, Matthew, you probably would be. This game is incredibly difficult, and most people are really bad at this game. Unfortunately, this is not on TV anymore, no. If you want to watch this, you can watch me, you can watch Candlepin Bowling Network. That's about it, honestly. Yeah, I mean, most people are. Like, I totally understand. Like, most people do big balls. It is what it is. What's up, Augustine? How are you, buddy? I do not stretcher because I know it's always someone's first time seeing this, and I want to make sure I'm as welcoming to them as I was to you when you first showed up, as I am to everyone else when they first show up. Because that's how you get people to stick around, and that's really what I want to do. I'm assuming you guys get sick of hearing me answer the same questions over and over again, and for that I'm very sorry. But like I said, it's always someone's first time being here, and I always want to make sure they have a good experience also. thank you guys for the new follows. I appreciate it. I do go live quite a bit. Tuesdays and Fridays, almost always. Tomorrow I'm covering a ACST match, which is like a singles match. Sunday, probably King of the River. Monday morning, I'm doing a tournament here at Riverwalk, so I'll be recording then. What's going on, Michael? How do the frames work? Almost the exact same as 10-pin bowling, which you mean by regular. First one's still a strike, second one's still a spare. The third one is only total pinfall. The third throw, if you get them all down, it's just a 10. So basically, if you want to know what your average would be in Candlepin compared to 10-pin, if you consistently did it, take your 10-pin average and cut it in half. And that's about what you would be. Lee Howson to cheer me up. Thank you. No, if it goes in the gutter and knocks the pin down, it is no good. So, I've seen a couple of videos of people doing that in the past. The problem is the machine in the back can't handle the big ball. Like, it would just break the machine. So generally, you have to disconnect everything in the back before you do that. I am not bowling tonight. Nope. I am here just watching, same as you guys. Oh, what a try. What a try. These are the pro bowlers. I am one step below these guys still. Oh, nice shot from Kevin. Yeah, no, I have a full-time job. I own my own business also, delivering bread. I also have a part-time job that I don't talk about all that much, working at a game store. I also make videos every single day. I work an awful lot. Why a different ball each shot? So we're not waiting for a ball. We have sets of 4. They're all going to be the same ball, basically. But we don't like to wait for our ball. We just get up and throw the next one. Yeah, no, they're lighter than a 10-pin. Nice shot. So a Candlepin weighs 2 pounds 8 ounces, while a 10-pin weighs 3 pounds 6 ounces. The balls are, I believe, 4.5 inches wide, maybe 4 inches, somewhere around there. And they don't weigh any more than 2 pounds 7 ounces. Stephanie, Happy New Year. It's tough keeping score. That's why I like having Mrs. Magic here, you know? She does such a good job, and everyone loves her handwriting. These guys are absolutely killing it tonight. This has been a crazy, crazy high-scoring match right now. They don't wax the alleys, no. So basically once a year they condition it pretty much, but that's about it. This is bowling. But yes, I prefer this over 10-pin bowling, 100%. No, this place is actually significantly harder than Academy Lanes. So I would say it's about 4 pins different between the two. Thank you, Brian. That's what I love to hear. Glad you like it. If you like it, make sure you share it with your friends because, you know, they might like it too. This is still the first game, yep. Chris Kaz throws it really, really hard. Him and Sean Landry both just absolutely fire the ball down there. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Definitely one of the harder throwers that I can see. Is he going to know who you are, Ken? Okay. Next time I get his attention, I'll tell him. Yeah, it really doesn't surprise me when somebody has never heard of this before. It is a very, very niche and very regional sport. I am not bowling tonight. No, I am just here watching. These guys are a lot better than me. And I think it's a pleasure just being able to come down here and record them. Just to be able to showcase this to you guys is, I think I'm pretty lucky. Does it count if one is laying down and it knocks others down? Yes, it does. Yep, we get to use the fallen pins to make our spares and our tens. How do the lanes differ with no oil on them? I don't know how to answer that. Because these lanes are 90 years old, so they're going to have different bumps. They're going to have different things to do. We don't really worry about the lanes though themselves when we're bowling. It is not common in the United States. Most people in the United States have never heard of Candlepin bowling. Yeah, it's almost the topography of it, but it's not like we look at it or anything. The ball's going so fast down there that we don't really pay attention to that. You don't have to throw it that hard, but it helps. The harder you throw it, the more pin action you're going to get. The ball is so small that without that extra speed, you just don't get the pins flying around like you want to. 22 seconds is back. Nice. Where is this located? This is Academy Lane. No, this is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Yeah, it doesn't surprise. Oh, you're in a 10-pin league with a low average? I'm sorry. Yeah, New Hampshire definitely has plenty of Candlepin bowling. A bunch of great places, Leda lanes, Lakeside lanes. Not only on the East Coast, but Northeast. You have to go to Northern New England, so Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont, or Maritime Canada. Pretty much the only places you're going to find this. Oh, because we actually have to use the fallen pins to make our spares. And that's one of the ways that the better bowlers get better is by learning how to use that wood to be able to make their spares and their tens. Josh Daly is still one of the best. Shoes are pretty much the same as 10-pin, yeah. We still use the Dexters and everything else that you guys use. Oh, that's great. I'm glad I get to show it to you then, Sugar Bear. Absolutely. Trust me, nothing you've asked so far I have not answered before, so I'm glad I have the answers for you. Same to you, Liv. Always nice seeing you. So this is game one. There are a lot of good scores happening so far, though. Through 6, I think almost everybody is over the 60 mark. Almost everybody. You get 3 throws. First one is still a strike, second one is still a spare, just like in 10-pin. The third throw is just total pinfall. No special, well, I mean, you need bowling shoes, but nothing special for bowling shoes, just regular bowling shoes. Yeah, lanes are the exact same length, 60 feet long and whatever, 3.5, 4 feet wide, however wide it is. 90 years old is how old the lanes are. These lanes were built in the 1930s. Is there a proper way to hold the ball? Yeah, there actually is. That's a great question, and one that I don't get asked very often. So there's no holes or anything, and you basically just palm the ball. But you kind of spread your fingers out a little bit over it, and you don't want to grip it too tight. You kind of want to have it loose in your hand. I think it would be the Levesque effect. We definitely slide more than 10 pin. So getting a good pads underneath it are very, very important. Yes. No, when a 200 is thrown, it makes waves, and a lot of people hear about it. PD Pete, I think, was the last one to throw a 200. He did it over the summer, if I remember right, or maybe late fall.
The Friday night thing.
Yeah, but I don't know, when was it? Like a couple months ago?
Third week of the season.
No holes in the ball. No hole nation.
All right, John, big fill up there. Come on.
Yeah, it's basically a hard plastic. I don't know what they're exactly made out of, but it's basically that. Oh, you know what? You're right. I forgot about that, Watsy. That is true. I don't know how I could forget that, but yes. Yeah, so we actually buy them in sets of 4 bowling balls. They're all going to be the exact same, mostly the same. But just so we're not waiting for a ball to come back, we can just grab the next one and go throw it. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I always say, like, Autumn does such a great job with everything she does up there. And then she was actually in my chat the other day. I was like, oh my God, Autumn. So it's always great seeing her and telling people to go follow her. The more people like I can grow, like I know she actually has more followers than I do. But still, I have her get more. No, there's nothing in Colorado. I know, I saw that. Like, I feel like oh wow, matching half Worcesters right there. I feel like we should have like some sort of tournament or something for like a fundraiser. I think that would be like great. Try to do something to fix that roof. I mean, you don't want those lanes getting wet. It's terrible. What are those pins? Those are Candlepins. Any questions you got about Candlepin, feel free to ask it. It is Bobby Witt. Hoagie, what's going on? Max is not here tonight. No, he's with Mrs. Magic, having dinner at my in-laws. So far tonight, every one of these bowlers has made it look easy. Like, oh, see, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, it is significantly more difficult to do Candlepin. Still 10 pins set up in the same configuration as 10 pin, but significantly harder because the ball is so small. It is mostly just straight hard throws. Hooking really doesn't do a whole lot in this game. It is late here too, Chris, honestly. But have a good night, Chris. Yeah, definitely trying to see one here. They usually do. I don't see one here, but that doesn't mean that they don't. But yeah, they definitely have ones that kind of look like dinosaurs sometimes and all sorts of different wraps. Wow. This will be a pretty one when John hits it. Very difficult shot here. Wow. That's the way to do it. Just got to kick that over a little more. Got to hit it a little thinner. And that's like, that right there is where the skill really comes into effect, where, you have to put that ball 60 feet down the lane and hit like a 1/8 of an inch spot. Yeah, I know it's in Albany, New York at Apex Gaming. I didn't think there was any in the city at all, but yeah, Keith, it was great having you. Hopefully we see you more and more. Always here to answer the questions. Talk to you guys, hang out. Whoa. Oh, there we go. Again, that's where the speed comes into effect. If he didn't throw it that as hard as he does, that pin wouldn't have had enough speed to knock that pin over. Yes. You get more splits in Candlepin than you do in any other kind of bowling. For sure. Like, this is definitely a split thing. That's why it's a spare game. That's why it's a 10 game. Yes. And trust me, we get angry every single time we get a split. And yet we get them all the time. When you get those splits every single time, it just makes for a long, long night. These links are actually from the 30s, the 1930s, Luke. These are significantly older than even you thought. I have a YouTube channel, yes, but mostly I just repost these videos and then make my highlight reels and post it all there. Yep, 10 frames in a game, and the last frame is extended just like in 10 pin. So if you get a strike on the last one, you get 2 more balls. This alley is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Yep, there is Candlepin Bowling Network also, yep. Oh, what a shot. A good average is 100. If you can average 100, you're going to be one of the better bowlers in your league. If you can average 115 to 120, you're going to be basically a pro bowler. The lanes are pretty much the same, lefty or righty. Obviously, there isn't as much use on the left side, so they might have a slight advantage, but it's not by much. It's not like it is in 10-pin. No oil on the lanes at all. These are just straight wooden lanes. It seems easy because these guys are really good. It is not this easy. No, there's no Candlepin bowling in Arizona as far as I know. No, it's not really much of a hook. Generally, you want to throw just a straight hard ball. Accuracy is going to do more than your spin. So you really just have to hit that head pin with your first ball. Yes, Craig makes Candlepin look very, very simple. There are definitely a few. Vermont, out of all the northern New England states, has the least amount. But I know I bowled at the Star Bowling, and there was one behind like a pizza place too. I don't remember the name of that place. Yes. Phoenix is one of those places where it would do well. Like, I've always said Florida, just because I know a lot of East Coasters go down to Florida. But yeah, it's anywhere snowbirds go is where you want to set some Candlepin lanes up. Great ball. Yeah, there's a couple lanes in Vermont. Like I said, I know Star Bowling, and there was one in a pizza place. Like, in the back room of a pizza shop. It was the weirdest thing, but yes. Can you use the knockdown pins? Yes. You can use those to make your spares and your tens. He's still bowling, Hoagie, so maybe I'll wait for that. It is all hand scored, yes. Pencil and paper. Wow, come on. Oh, great ball. Great ball. Everybody thinks they can do this, but it is very, very difficult to do. Hoagie told me to say he wasn't impressed. Okay.
Cool.
Hoagie.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Just yeah. Okay. Which is older, 10-pin or Candlepin? Not Candlestick. It's Candlepin. I've been told Candlepin is about 10 years older than 10-pin. Candlepin started in the 1880s, and 10-pin changed from 9-pin around the 1890s. No, I mean, Joey, this is basically just the normal bowling in New England. It's a very regional sport. And this game is significantly harder than 10-pin bowling, so usually the opposite way, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I understand. Most people have not seen it because it is very, very regional. Basically only found in like northern New England. So this is Riverwalk lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. They do throw it fast, but in Candlepin you want to throw a fast ball. I'm telling you, once you tried this, you would either completely hate it or you would absolutely love it. And most people fall in love with it when they actually do it. How is this harder? So you're not throwing a ball that's basically half the size of the lane at the pins. Our ball is so incredibly small that you have to be pinpoint accurate with your stuff. Oh, no. They are not sacrificing accuracy with their speed. These guys are just very, very accurate, and then you add in the speed afterward. We're about, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half outside of Worcester. We're in the northeast corner, and Worcester's kind of central. Yes, you can use the knockdown pins to make your spares. You definitely can, Jake. Oh, come on. Sometimes you don't want to trust it, though. Ah, nice shot by Bobby. Yeah, pins in the gutter you cannot hit. Yeah, he's not like me. I miss every single up there. Recently, I can't hit a single pin to save my life, so it's nice watching bowlers who actually can. This is your first time seeing this warehouse? Oh my god, the 10 pin's the worst. That thing might as well be nailed to the lane. That thing's... I am not bowling tonight, so I'm doing great. I am just hanging out here watching some nice Candlepin bowling, and it's a good night when I get to do this. Yeah. What do you have for a question, Beast? Like the scoring, I assume, is what you're asking? Or what exact question do you have, Beast? And I'm glad to answer it. No, I did not figure it out, Nick, at all. And I was a miserable person all night long because of it. Basically, if you want to know what your Candlepin average is, take your 10-pin average, and if you bowl in leagues constantly, you would basically have half of that. All right, so, Beast, let me try to break it down easily for you. Scoring is almost the exact same as 10-pin. First ball is still a strike, second one is still a spare. Third throw, because you get 3, is just total pinfall. So if you knock them all down your third ball, it's just a 10, no bonus balls. We get to use the wood to make our spares and our 10s. And is there anything I'm missing? Like, that's basically it. Everything else is just regular 10-pin bowl rules. Yeah, oh, it's 100% better than going to my in-laws for dinner. I love my mother-in-law, and I wouldn't mind going over there, but this is just more fun, for sure. Yeah, I bowl in a league, but I'm not on the level these guys are. How do they charge to play? So generally you pay per game, 10 frames. So generally it's about $5 a string, which is about, some places will be cheaper. This place in particular, Riverwalk Lanes, is one of the cheapest places out there. Yeah, you do get 3 throws. First one's still a strike, second one is still a spare. Just like in 10-pin, scoring-wise, everything's the same. Third one is just total pinfall. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Bowling balls, we buy them in sets of 4, and they're roughly $300. Some will be a lot cheaper, some will be a little bit more expensive, but generally assume you're going to spend about $300 on a set of 4 bowling balls. Oh, yep, that is true. So that second line that's out there, that's the lob line, and your ball has to make contact with the lane before that, or else it's a foul ball. Same as if it was a gutter ball. How much does the bowling ball weigh? The bowling ball weighs anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. Most are going to be around the 2.6, 2.7. Well, make sure you tell them when you go there that I sent you. Boston, I would say, is about 40 minutes away, 45 minutes, depending on traffic. No, there is nothing near Northeast Pennsylvania. I'm sorry. I mean, my geography isn't great, but Ohio, I'm assuming, isn't anywhere near Pennsylvania. Because there's 2 in Cincinnati, if that's closer for you. I believe there's like 2 different Candlepin bowling companies, but I honestly, not really. The holdovers, I don't think I saw that one. What's going on, MS Dave? How are you? Great ball, let's go. The pins are actually almost never replaced. They have a shelf life of about 15 years. They're significantly sturdier than 10-pin pins. It's mostly, John, about accuracy, but the power and the speed on your ball is number 2. Yes. They're not wooded. They're just plastic or rubber or whatever whatever they're made of. We got Lafayette versus Hay. Average ball speed for a male is somewhere between 30 and 35 miles an hour, with obviously some people throwing it significantly harder, like Sean does. For women, it's about 25 miles an hour. Yes, strike and spare get the same bonus as in 10 pin. I think I'll be here this Sunday morning. I'm also going to be here Monday morning at 11. Riverwalk Lanes is having a special tournament, and I'll be recording tomorrow. JJ Turigny versus Jake Morrill up at Boutwells. Craig is one of the best of all time, yes. Strikes are very hard in this game. It's definitely more of a spare game than anything else. Looks like we have a final score. Trying to get it for you right now for game one. Game one just finished. See, that's something I should have watched because I didn't know that. How much is it to enter a tournament? It all depends on the tournament. Usually, most tournaments I would say is between 75 and 100. But it all depends on the tournament, really. Like the King of the River tournament that I do here every Sunday is like $41. Oh, what a start for Chris. What's the record in this house? The balls can weigh anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces, 2 pounds 7 ounces, but generally it's going to be in the 2.6, 2.7 range. Not every Sunday, no, not every Sunday. Whenever I can. This Sunday I think I will, but like I said, I'm also doing a tournament here Monday morning, New Year's Day tournament. Lanes are the exact same length, 60 feet long. It's a 10-pin lane. Yeah, that is definitely what the owner is going for. He wants the old school feel. That was a strike. That was a strike for him. Not a spare.
You had a strike?
Yeah. So, actually, it doesn't matter. You had it right somehow. It was a 7. Florida hockey. Tiny Tony. Not many people call me Tiny. I mean, I'm like trying to watch the score too, you know, just to see how Bill's doing. Yes, you do get 3 chances. First ball is still a strike if you get them all down. Second one is still a spare if you get them all down. Third one is just total pinfall. $25 points on in 1. I don't know what that means. I have not used the salad spinner yet. I'm working on it though. Anybody else having issues? I can switch to my other mic if there's a problem. First guy, it is, 25 now through 2. Okay. So the record for a single is Keith Beaupre with a 194. Total for 3 games is a 465, which is pretty crazy. Answer me now. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Good night from Sweden. Nice to see you, John. Hopefully we see you again. Yeah, I probably would have. But then Mark had to go and break the lanes on me. for records. Usually there's a high 5 and a high 10 also. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Oh my, the half Worcesters are awful. Only thing worse than that is a quarter Worcester, which is when you just take out the 2 or the 3, and that's it. No, unfortunately, there is nothing near Atlanta, as far as I know. Basically, this is mostly only found in northern New England. So, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. Florida hockey, let me tell you that. So yeah, I did. I survived it. Great. Oh, interesting. Text from Justin Lyonnaise just now. But anyway, so yes, I did survive it. I went to work the next day, and then my truck broke down, and my whole week was all ruined. Yeah, it was a nightmare week. Yeah, so Justin Lyonnaise just told me that the Mixed Worlds is now going to be at Academy. That'll be interesting. Yeah, that's a lot easier for me. Yeah, I like this better than 10-pin bowling also, for sure. Work truck, yes. So I deliver bread for my regular job during the day, and so I own my own business doing it. So when my truck breaks down, I don't have a job, so I need to fix it. I cannot rent a U-Haul truck. They charge way too much. So basically, a U-Haul truck charges $1 per mile, and I drive 100 miles a day, and that's before fees and everything else. So no, U-Haul is out of the question. Luckily, one of my work friends had just retired a couple weeks ago, and his truck still was registered. So I just used his truck for a couple days, and then luckily they were able to fix the problem, and I'm back on the road with my regular truck now. This car has dropped that one just a little bit. Yeah. I'm very happy to have my truck back. Using somebody else's truck is nice, but I just prefer my own truck. No, I have a Chevy, 2021 Chevy Express, 18-foot box. Yeah, I take way too much bread to be able to put that into a car. So I have a relatively small bread route, but I'm still selling between 800 and 1,000 loaves of bread a day, and I can't fit that in a car. Wow, it's dropping it up there. Oh, Winchell punching straight through that head pin. Huge spread eagle. Weren't we just talking about these terrible splits? You don't get any worse of a split than that right there. Yes, yeah, I take the returns back to the warehouse at the end of the day. I don't do it at the end of the day. I wait till the next day and just return it when I go back anyway. So yeah, they definitely do Candlepin bowling in Canada, but this is America. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Yeah, there's definitely different terminologies. Like we have a half Worcester. I don't even know what is just a Candlepin term and what isn't. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's just sometimes that happens. Oh, great ball. Wow, that pin was hit. How's that not falling down? Let's go. Oh. No, this is Riverwalk in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Definitely not in Florida. Wouldn't mind being in Florida right now, but oh my god, isn't that? It's like awful how the parts aren't around right now. There isn't as big an advantage as there is in like 10 pin, but I think there is a little bit of an advantage. Hey, welcome from Belgium, Seb. Hopefully you're enjoying Candlepin bowling. Yeah, Craig Holbrook is literally one of the best. One of the nicest guys out there, too. Yeah, Lee, but you need your truck, too, don't you? All the lanes are going to be the same length, 60 feet long. The approaches are the big difference. Some approaches are much shorter than other places. And that might be where you're seeing a little bit of a difference. Like I know CPL seems to have very, very short approaches. That's one of the reasons why I don't like bowling there, is because of how short the approach is. I just don't feel like I can get enough steam as I'm going towards the pins. It probably doesn't, no. I have not heard of any there. I know there's some in Germany, if you wanted to go over that way. But as far as I know, there is none there. How many strikes have I gotten in a row? The most I've ever gotten was 4 in a row. And believe it or not, it was worth like $2,400 when I did it. I mean, all three of those bowlers are super, like, they're super nice. They're great bowlers, obviously. Charlie is just so much fun. Yeah, if you're used to my Tuesday League Academy, Riverwalk is a little bit different. Nice shot. Reeve, what's happening, buddy? Harlem, how's it going? Nice seeing you all on a Friday night. Lottie doesn't pay his Candlepins for Cancer bill. It's definitely due. He owes quite a bit of money. Wow, look at that. Happy New Year. How are you? There you go. There you go. Beautiful shots. Matching spares right there. There's actually 2 in Ohio, believe it or not. Cincinnati has 2 Candlepin bowling lanes if you wanted to go try it. Not while you're bowling. So you can go down there if you need to move a pin that's like out of the way, or if a ball is stuck on the deck. We can run down there and go do it. But obviously not while you're bowling. No oil on the lanes. Nope. These are just straight wooden lanes. That's why you actually can go beyond the foul line. to run down there and do whatever you have to do. No Candlepin lanes uses oil. Yeah, that's the foot foul line. The second one is the lob line. Lin Lin, the city of sin. Did you play at Lucky Strike, I assume, back in the day? Oh, wow, that was a great ball. Just nothing down there. Yes, there is. That's really, really hard to see from here. But if you went up there, you would definitely see the line on there where pins can't be too far forward. What is the lob line? I'll try to remember that for next time. So the lob line is that second line that's out there. That's called the lob line. The ball has to make contact with the lane prior to that, or else it's a foul ball. And counts the same as a gutter ball. I have no idea. I know it's not next week. The only time I know anything is like what's happening the next week, and that's it. You get 3 shots per frame. First one is still a strike, second one is still a spare, third one is just total pinfall. It's Candlepin, not Candlestick. But yeah, I mean, I can understand. If you move across the country and go to a different place that doesn't have this, you're definitely going to miss it. Yeah, here at Riverwalk, I think the lanes are angled so that pins aren't going to be too far forward, like they just roll back. I always try to correct people when they say that. It's not that, like I know what they mean, but I just don't know where the term candlestick bowling came from. I don't know. I will send her a message ahead of time to let her know. No, she definitely did. Yeah, she didn't like what she was wearing that night because too many people were going to be watching her. It's basically you want to hit the head pin a little off to the left or right. Basically, what I like to do is the hole in between the 1 and 2 or 1 and 3. More on the head pin side, but somewhere in that area. No, Skullman, this is called Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Duck pin pins look more like 10 pins, just short. These ones are nice and tall, look like candles. No, these are, the pin setters are specifically made for Candlepin. If you would like to watch and see more of the background stuff, there's another TikToker out there called Autumn Mowry. Go give her a follow. She owns a bowling alley up in Maine, and she does a lot of the background stuff that I can't really get to, just being a regular bowler. And she's always just leaving the camera up to watch the pin setters. So this is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. No, you'll pretty much only find Candlepin bowling in northern New England. So you'll see it in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont for the most part, and like maritime Canada. That one is no good for John. That one went in the gutter. It is very far north. It's far enough where I have not gone there to meet her yet because it's too far away. It is, yeah, of course. Like she makes it a very public thing, She wants people to go there. She owns the bowling alley, so yes, she wants people to go and bowl at her facility. I just don't know it off the top of my head right now. Yeah, so you'd probably know exactly where her bowling alley is. It's just a 6 or 7 hour drive, no big deal. Leave in the morning, be home for dinner. Candlepin, so if you've been bowling for a couple of years in 10 pin, take whatever your average is for 10 pin and cut it in half. And that will be your Candlepin score if you were a consistent Candlepin bowler. It is very normal to test the approach. Mostly because if you stepped in something or, even just like a little bit of I don't know, spit on the ground or something, it's going to make you stick too much and you might trip and fall. So everyone's just testing their shoes out, basically. Look at that. Thank you for sending some gifts, TJ. Joining the member squad. I love it. You guys are awesome. Oh, and Bad Wolf too. Thank you all so very much. Very appreciative every single time I see stuff like that. There he goes. Nice shot. Way to use that wood. Whoa, that's a pretty sweet one right there. Sending the snowman. Thank you. Thank you. Getting the #1 gifter also. Ellsworth. Yes. That's it. Oh, beautiful strike. Oh, and matching strikes. Let's go. That was huge right there, guys. Yes. So if you notice, Candlepin bowlers slide a lot more than 10-pin bowlers. So the slide pad for us is very, very important. Can you hook the ball in Candlepin? A little bit, but it's not something you really want to do. It's not going to help you that much. Generally, you want to put more speed on the ball, and a hook is going to take away from that speed. Chris Kaz has a fan in the house. I like it. Yeah. Why? Uh-oh.
So Haji messaged me on Facebook and asked if Paul Grant would do our match next week. The problem was the last time he did our match, it was a shit show. So I'm going to just tell Haji that I have you doing our matches instead of having him come up to me.
Yeah.
He's hectic too. I get an if you are. We don't even want to.
Yeah. I love Paul, I do, but
bias all over the place. That's the other problem. So
yeah.
I'm just gonna tell Haji I got you doing our matches, and we'll just do it that way.
Okay, it works for me. I appreciate it. Like I said, I love coming down here. It's 5 minutes from my house. It's so easy, and people are used to it now too.
Yeah.
The pins have the same weight as 10 pin. No. Our pins are about 8 ounces lighter. No, 14 ounces lighter. Ours are 2 pounds, 8 ounces. 10 pin weigh 3 pounds, 6 ounces. Oh, what a try. What a try. No. So basically, they just want to make sure I'm going to be here next week because they wanted to bring in somebody else to record. The other team did. And Team Lafayette was like, no, we've already got Tony. Thank you anyway. Highest game recorded in Candlepin bowling is a 245. It's happened twice. And Riverwalk Lanes is in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Oh, we are definitely going to have a Karen one day. I can't wait for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, we kind of had one a couple weeks ago, but she just didn't make it a really big deal. Where is Max? Max is at my mother-in-law's house. He spends every Friday night over there. Hangs out with her. They do fun, grandmother, grandson things. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Carson Harrington did throw that 282 because he also has like a 160 average. Is that what it was? A 160, 165?
All right, the streak ended. Now back to reality. Let's go.
So, yes, Academy Lanes is a beautiful facility. It really is. This place is very much more of an old school feel to it. I don't know what mini bowl is, but it is basically just a small version of 10-pin bowling. You do get 3 throws, yeah. First one is still a strike, second one is still a spare, just like in 10-pin, with 2 bonus balls and 1 bonus ball, respectively. And third one is different. It's just total pinfall. So if you get them all down in your third ball, it's just a 10. Yeah, I bowl at Academy every Tuesday night. He absolutely did, yes. So I am not a pro bowler yet. I'm still one tier below that. So these guys are the really good bowlers. I'm just a good bowler. A little bit of a lob there, John. A little bit.
I get mad at myself when
Yeah. Yeah. What is the hardest spare to pick up? God, there's so many tough ones. I don't know if you saw my Alana Brown spare that I posted last week or the week before. It was 4-5-7-10, and she actually hit it somehow. Yeah, I did. I had a terrible night Tuesday. That was a 463 for 5 games, and literally one of my worst nights I've had in years. Kathy, what's going on? The 7-10 splits are makeable if you get some wood. Yeah, 7-10 is definitely possible. I think it's more possible on this because you get the wood to make it. Leaving leaving pins on the deck is not cheating. It is part of the rules of Candlepin bowling. Yep, you do get 3 throws. The third one is just total pinfall, so you don't get any bonus balls like on a spare or a strike. Most of these guys average around 115, I would say. The truck is actually back up and running. Thank God. They told me they weren't going to have the part for months, possibly, and they called around and asked a lot of the different dealerships. One dealership had it in New Hampshire, so one of the employees drove up there and grabbed it. So this is a travel league, so just these 2 teams are bowling here right now. There is open bowling available if anyone comes in, but for right now, this is it. Convo, what's happening? Long time no see. Yeah, that split was nasty. A good average score is 100. If you can average 100, you're going to be one of the best bowlers in your league. If you can average a 120, you can start joining this kind of league. If you can average 130 or 140, you're going to be like the best bowler in the game. Can you hook the ball in this game? You can. It's just not advisable. Generally, a faster ball is better. And if you start hooking the ball, you're going to really take some speed off the ball. I am not bowling today. Yeah, I can do it. Not right now, but I will. I'll send you her link. I'm not bowling in this. No, this is the pro bowlers. These guys are all really, really good. My average right now, it's down to a 104. It's usually like 106 to 109, but I don't know, the past few months have been rough. Highest score you can get is 300. If you throw 12 strikes, it's still 300, just like in 10 pin, but it's never ever happened before. 245 is the most that's ever happened, and just strikes are far too hard to get in this game. Yes, there's 12 inches of space between each pin down there. It doesn't look like it from back here, but there's a lot of space. Do they put any conditioner or wax in the lanes? Yeah, actually, every Monday they put bacon grease all up and down the lanes. Do I think a 300 will ever happen? Yes, but it's impossible. You know, it's improbable. But if enough people do it, it'll just happen. Most strikes I've ever had. Most strikes I've ever thrown is 4 in a row, and believe it or not, it was worth $2,400 when I did it. Yeah, somebody said to say that the next time someone asked about oiling up the lanes. No, there's no oil on the lanes. It was just a straight wooden lane. Highest score I've ever seen is I think it was a 204. It's the only 200 I've ever seen, and Steve Walker threw it. Bowling balls. So generally you buy them in a set of 4, all going to be the same weight and everything, and they're going to be about $300 for a set of 4. So what is that, like 75 a piece roughly? Riverwalk Lanes is in Amesbury, Massachusetts. 10 pin is significantly easier. Yeah. No, you have to wear bowling shoes. We slide a lot more than 10 pin bowlers do. Max just buys a new set every couple of weeks. Yeah, I know. I wish they had this in Pennsylvania too. Another problem is they don't make Candlepin machines anymore. So we need to get somebody who has got some money, can put some investment back into it, and start regrowing the sport. Speed is the number 2 thing. Accuracy, MJ, is still the number 1. You got to be accurate with the ball. Second one is speed after that. Maybe once I get out of my regular job, we'll see what I do at that point. This is not called duck pin. Duck pin is a different sport where the pins look more like 10 pins, but much shorter. And these ones are tall and thin. It is a beautiful Riverwalk sign. It really is. Somebody complained about Westport because so little kids I've seen bowl in socks before, but generally adults don't do that. I'm not going to buy Riverwalk. Absolutely not. Yep. There's 2 places in Cincinnati. There's the Wyoming Civic Center in Scene 75. Yes, 3 shots per frame. First one, if you get them all down, still a strike. Second one is still a spare. Third one is just total pinfall. You wouldn't try this? Why not? Not a big bowler? Leagues generally will cost between $20 and $30 a week. It all depends on the bowler, Justinoki. Basically, I look more at the arrows, but I've seen other people look at the pins. It all depends on the bowler. The balls can range anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces, but most bowlers will have 2 6s or 2 7s. Yeah, I always say if anybody does this, let me know how you did for the first time. Score from the first game was 552 to 536. This game running total, can't tell. 319 to 325. Close game. I have tried duck pin bowling, and it's a fine thing, but I'm going to stick with my Candlepin. Who invented Candlepin bowling? I don't know. I know where it was invented, but I don't know who did it. Different size than 10 pins, yes. Oh, what a shot. Unbelievable. It's the way I would have played it. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw a 47. The Candleman can, because he mixes it with love. I don't know. I'm not going to sing for you guys. That was supposed to be the Willy Wonka Candyman, you know. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Corrado has made some amazing shots tonight. Yeah, so you can't really loft the ball. That second line that's out there is the lob line. The ball has to make contact with the lane before that, or else it is a foul ball. Yeah, like I said, it's about the same price for the most part as 10 pin. Pretty much in Virginia, you are too far south. You have to come up to Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, or Vermont for the most part. You might be able to find a bowling alley or two that has one or two for fun, but you won't be able to do like a real league or anything like that. Hi, Mad Jack. Can't wait to see you then. Hi, there you go, Justin White. There are still 10 pins here. Yep. In the same configuration as 10 pin. Yeah, I always tell people it's always about $5 a string. It can be a little more, it can be a little less, depending. You gotta love when you just knock out one pin. It's so ridiculous sometimes, this game. Thank you guys for the shares. Love to get over 1,000 people watching if we could. First time seeing this, David? Candlepin bowling generally gets that kind of reaction out of a lot of people because they just don't know what it is. There's still 10 pins just like in 10 pin. Same configuration. So basically this is still pencil and paper here. So I could show you the score sheet, but it's, yeah, unfortunately there's no electronic scoring here. Yeah, you still want to hit the head pin just a little off to the side. It's not the pocket necessarily because you don't want to go that wide on it. It's more of a straight throw at the head pin, but yeah, you still want to hit the pocket. 700 people watching right now. Yeah, they're much thinner pins than 10 pin ones. So what we have, yeah, I can do that again. But for completed boxes right now, it is 319 to 325. Yep, 3 tries. First one's still a strike, second one's still a spare, third one is total pinfall. Oh, well, that's because I was trying to look at the score for somebody else. Yeah, a lot of places, not a lot. Some places have automatic scoring. Most of the time you'll see the CompuScore where they have like a little desk and you can punch in the scores manually still. Yeah, I'll give you the score sheet in, actually, I'm going to steal this for a second. Here you go. Here's what the score sheet looks like. All literally handwritten. Thank you. So this is harder than duckpin. Candlepin is the hardest form of bowling that there is. Wow. I also could never bowl in jeans. Ball weight's the same. Our ball weight's the same in Candlepin, not candlestick, Candlepin. So they can be a little different, but generally they're all about the same. It's anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. Most of these guys don't go 10-pin bowling. They are just Candlepin bowlers. John Lescarbeau is the only one that I know that does 10-pin also. Sorry, I'll say it next time. Almost what a shot. Oh God. Don't tell me you're like water broke on the lanes, because that would be awful. Yeah, so if you use a knockdown pin, it fully counts. All the wood that stays on the lane, perfectly fine to hit. You're going to have to ask it again, MPiz. I missed it. It's hard for me to keep scrolling back up and forth. I just answer questions when I see them. And if I ever miss it, just ask it again. I'm never ignoring anybody. I don't see it sometimes. Or sometimes comments are blocked if you use certain words. Do you have a big hook on your ball when you go 10-pin?
Yeah. Not huge, but I definitely have a hook on it.
Yep. Where are these lanes? This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. It is similar to duckpin, but I mean, all the bowling is like similar to each other. Duckpin, you're not allowed to use the fallen pins to make your spares. We actually get to here. That's the main difference, other than like obviously ball size and pin size. He's better at Candlepin. I mean, he gets higher scores in 10-pin, but everybody does. PBD's a great area. You got Metro Bowl down there. My day's been very good so far. I got my work truck back from being broken down. I'm hanging out down here. It is hard for me to read everything and comment and then say my what a shot. It's tough. So there is no camera here. Everything is still pencil and paper. We're keeping score by literally doing math and stuff. There's no oil on the lanes. No, this is just a straight wooden lane. This is real wood. These are the same lanes from when the place was built in the 1930s. Bacon grease. Every Monday they put bacon grease on the lanes. Yeah, me too, Travis. Growing up, I always thought Candlepin was the regular bowling, and then big ball bowling was the strange one. Where is this? This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury. What a shot by Craig Holbrook. Where am I from? I am from Amesbury, Massachusetts, believe it or not. I grew up within 5 minutes walking of Riverwalk Lanes. Hey, congratulations. 108's a good game. I love Candlepin bowling too, obviously. So yeah, this is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. pins do not break that often. Methuen's right up the road too. This is an American thing, yep. Basically just northern New England and maritime Canada. Interesting. I don't feel like I do. I feel like it's a New England accent, but I try to tone it down. You know, you're not going to hear me, you know, kill my R's a little too much, but I definitely say Worcester and stuff like that.
Although my eyes really water, I can't see it. You gotta pull them out.
I am a Levesque, so Canadian accent's probably just in my blood. Yeah, we are definitely a no-hole ball. When I say out, interesting. No one's ever said that to me before, but I can hear it, I guess. Triple H is just my cousin. He's not my brother. We hung out at Christmas this year. Oh, what a try. What a try. I mean, you can't park your car at Harvard Yard. That's not a thing. That's like a Wisconsin thing, isn't it? Or like Minnesota? Minnesota? Lay the snack down. Handed out the candy canes and told me to suck it. Almost. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a spare. Where is this bowling? This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Beautiful, right? Wow. Beautiful ball there. But typical Candlepin fashion. Only got 6 out of it.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. There you go.
No one's ever bowled a perfect game. No, 300 is the max score. It's never happened. We have our own version of a perfect game. We call a clean game a perfect game, where we don't leave a single pin standing for an entire game.
There you go.
In completed boxes, it is 420 to 442. Hingham is winning. Oh, you guys are winning? You guys put you guys on the bottom? Interesting. I just assumed it was the opposite way. So you get 3 throws.
That takes care of Mariah.
First one's still a strike, second one's still a spare, third one is total pinfall. Oh, wow.
All right, Johnny, got 2 here.
Oh, man, that piece of wood was terrible right there. Well, you just got one, Eric. Throw a great ball like that, and then that piece of wood just completely blocks you. That was a heartbreaker. Oh, if anyone can curse people, it's definitely me. Well, next time you're in Amesbury on a Friday night, stop by. Yeah, the pin setters are very, very simple. And like that was, I guess, the problem with them, is that they're so simple, they're so easy, and they're so reliable that they didn't break down enough to keep making more and more. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts, Johnny boy. Oh, okay, yep, that is definitely how you spell it. Yes, they do. I think they're open until midnight on Fridays. Yeah, most people haven't, Tom. This is a very regional sport. It's pretty much only found here in northern New England. So if you've never seen it, that doesn't surprise me at all. My personal best is a 168. Did it a couple years ago. Had a... Oh, come on! Oh, so close. Did it a couple years ago. Felt great when it happened, but haven't been able to replicate it since. Yeah, you do. In this league, it's 2 frames at a time before you switch. My Tuesday league is 5 frames at a time. It really all depends on the league. Especially with 5 bowlers, you want to do 2 at a time, because if you had to wait for 4 people to do 5 frames, you just get too iced up. Yes, you get 3 tries. First one is still a strike, second one is still a spare, third one is total pinfall. I should be here this Sunday. I should be. And then I'll also be here Monday for a tournament. They have a best 5 of 7 tournament. So I'll be bowling 7 strings, and they'll only take my 5 best scores. So you get to drop 2 of your bad ones. Oh, the Sunday Pro League. Yeah, that is January 7th, I believe, is the next one. Average speed, yep. So your average male is going to throw between 30 and 35 miles an hour, and the average female is about 20 to 25 miles an hour. Yes, we do. Generally, it's $5 for that. $1 per thing, and then $1 for the high also. And then we also do 5 marks in a row, or a perfect game. Yeah, of course, because this is pretty much only here in Massachusetts. Very, very regional sport. So if you're outside of this area, you're just not going to see it. Unless you follow me, and then you get to see it all the time. Yeah, I'm blaming you, Eric. Everyone was bowling really, really good until you showed up. Way to go. Way to go, Eric. I don't think you really would. Oh, nice strike. Nice strike. JT, this is called Candlepin Bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. Andrew the Hedgehog, what a great name. Oh, so close. What were you guys noticing, you and Jeezer? So they're throwing either 2 pound 6 ounce balls or 2 7s. They can go as low as 2 pounds 4 ounces, but that's usually just like the glow bowling balls. Yeah, we slide a lot in Candlepin because we were trying to get a lot of speed on that ball. You'll see some of these guys; they'll slide for up to a foot in distance, and it's a lot. This is a lot of fun, Robin. It's my favorite way to bowl. Oh, there's so many good places. Like if you're in this area, man, you can't beat Families Chinese in Salisbury or Yang Ming here in Amesbury. But Merrimack Valley Chinese food is just better than every other one. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. So scoring is almost the same as 10 pin, with first one still being a strike, second one still being a spare if you get them all down. The only difference in scoring is the third one, which is just total. Whoa, 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 whoa! What another strike! This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. They're making me hungry right now. Daryl sent in some of rose. Thank you, thank you. Huge scores right there. 142 for Sean. Nice game. That one guy has quit the beard. Oh, you mean from last week? Tom Riley, how are you? Oh, what a strike. What a start. Oh, Corrado coming close to matching, but I don't know how to make a sign. I don't know how to do that. The guy that just walked by. Nobody else has like a great beard. I don't know. Foul lights do not work here. No. Pencil and paper. We don't trust ourselves with a pen. We need that eraser. This is a lot of fun. It's a very frustrating sport, but it is also so much fun. Making your spares, making your tens. It just feels so good. And then when you ever throw a strike, oh, look at that. I can, but not right now. You meant for the sign? For, what'd you say? Oh, pen and paper? Yeah, I mean, you're right, I could. I just don't know how to. Like where would I put it? Why do they slide? Because they're trying to get as much speed on it as you can. And as long as you're doing that, you want to, basically just do, you basically just want to get as much motion on it as you can. I have answered that question a million times, Senorita, but it's okay, I don't mind. This is called Candlepin Bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling. Feel free to ask any questions you got. Absolutely, right up your alley for sure. Mike Tilly sending the lemonade, buddy. Thank you, thank you. I'm not even drinking a lemonade tonight. I'm just drinking water. So, Marlene, you can't do this on a 10-pin lane. You have to actually have specific lanes set up for Candlepin. The machine in the back is a completely different machine. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. My hometown, the place where I grew up. Grew up about 5 minutes from here. My favorite meal the wife has ever made me. She made homemade bagels one time. And I swear to God, I've never had a better bagel in my entire life. I dream about these bagels, but she said they were so hard to make that she's never doing it again. Yeah, like... Oh, wait for it! No, a little too much in front of it. Yeah, Academy Lanes is my home alley now. It's the place where I say I bowl the most, but I'm not even sure if that's true anymore. I probably bowl at Riverwalk the most. Pilgrim Lanes is closed now, unfortunately. It's just a big parking lot. Hey, we just crossed the 10,000 likes, guys. Nice job, nice job. This is game 3 right now. This is the very start of game 3. Yeah, that's where I do my league bowling, is at Academy. Oh no, a single pin is so incredibly hard in this game. I always have trouble hitting single pins, when there's no wood especially. I don't know if we have a record for speed on a ball. It's not something that we necessarily pay attention to. I know I've seen people throw it like upwards of 45 miles an hour. Beautiful shot there. Why don't they hook the ball? Because they want to put as much speed on the ball as they can, and really hooking is going to make it like take speed away from it. And there's so much space back there, so if you miss the head pin and you go behind it, you could not hit a single pin if your ball hooked a lot. No. So you actually need a completely different pin setter in the back in order to do Candlepin. The ball isn't going to work on a 10-pin thing. It's not going to go through the right machine the right way. The pins aren't going to work the right way. You need a lane set up for Candlepin only. I was told that there was, but I haven't actually looked it up yet. So I'm going to say no, but you'd have to look it up for yourself. Most likely, there is none in Michigan. This is pretty much just a regional sport, so you're only going to find it really in northern New England. Yeah, this is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Not on 110, nope. 110 is game time lanes, and this is Riverwalk, this is right downtown. Yeah, the duck pin is still going around because it's a lot easier to make those machines, and you can put them on strings, so it's a lot easier for people. Wow, beautiful strike right there. How hard is it to knock down a split? It depends if you have wood to help or not. Splits are going to be tough in this game. Yes. Chris Kaz was a very hard, very straight ball. Funny, I mentioned the likes hitting 10,000, and you guys crushed it. We're going up to 11 already.
What's the thing I want to watch after?
Okay, it's on TikTok. I'll post it tomorrow probably, or I can send it to you.
I'll let you see.
Yeah, you can always practice. This isn't just for leagues and tournaments and stuff. No. As far as I know, there's only one duck pin place anywhere near us, and there is significantly more candlepin places. In fact, there's more candlepin places than 10-pin places around here. Yep, they get 3 throws. First one's still a strike, second one's still a spare. Third one is total pinfall. What is this? This is called Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling, Zach. Oh, there you go, Sean. Nice shot. No, this isn't a strike game. This is a spare game more than anything else. So most men throw it around 35 miles an hour. Most women throw it about 25 miles an hour. Yeah, very popular in northern New England. Yeah, about 30 to 35. What is the line on the lane? Yep, that is called the lob line. Your ball has to make contact with the lane before that line, or else it's a foul ball and counts the same as like a gutter ball. Yeah, he's bowling great today. Some days you just have it, some days you don't, but he's got it today for sure. Yeah, basically a 115 average is, the baseline. I still got a ways to go to catch that level. I don't think it's ever going to happen. Not with that attitude, Tony. This is game 3. Just finished 2 frames so far for everybody. 10 frames per game.
My question.
Same as 10-pin. Oh, come on. Keep going. One more. Yeah, this league is only a 3-game league. Luck is a big part of it, especially on your first ball. You can throw the perfect ball every single time, and sometimes it'll be a strike, sometimes it won't be. You are correct. Nobody is drinking here tonight. This is one of the few times I've seen that, actually. Usually somebody has some sort of drink, but I see a lot of waters and a lot of seltzer, and that's about it. This has actually been around longer than 10 pin. So this was invented in the 1880s, and 10 pin came into effect in the 1890s. But yeah, basically the guy who invented this was like, let's make this game just as hard as humanly possible and laugh at everybody. Yeah, so a lot of Candlepin lanes you'll still see using just wooden lanes. Especially like old school ones like this one. She probably is. She probably is. I haven't seen her though in so long. Kathy, 2024s. You're the best. Thank you so much. You know, Kathy, you could always save your money and just become a subscriber, too. That would be a good thing to do. What is the name of this game? This is called Candlepin Bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling there is. So the more subscribers I have, the more money I make when some people send gifts. Like, I have to hit certain, I don't know, like, levels, I guess. So if you guys wanted to subscribe, but that's like a monthly fee. Oh, you are, Kathy. Sorry. I swear it didn't say that before. No, I see my name on that now. Oh, it is 100% the best kind of bowling, Chris. I don't know what else you would consider better. Yep, you get 3 shots, still 10 frames. First one's still a strike, second one's still a spare, third one is total pinfall. Rules are almost the same as 10 pin. The only real difference, obviously, is ball size, pin size, and we use we leave the wood on the lanes.
What a pinch up here, John.
So you can use that to make your spare or your 10s. Totally understand, Lee. Don't worry about it. I get it. Have I ever bowled 10 pin? Yeah. I've tried it a few times. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to throw a 10 pin ball and make it hook. So when I throw the ball, I just throw the ball like I would a Candlepin ball. Oh, you guys are like on top of it. I love to see. It's hilarious watching me go 10 pin bowling. Yeah, I know. I was so bad at it. Good ball from Kevin. Oh, okay. I was wondering what you meant by that. I had no idea what video fruit was. Oh, God. Russell Wilson's terrible, too, though. Like, I guess I mean, he's better than Mac Jones, but not by much. My best game is a 168. My best 3-game series is a 417. My best 5-game series is a, what was it, 640? Something like that. Difference between this and regular bowling. You mean 10 pin. But pretty much biggest difference, obviously the ball size and the pin size. We get 3 throws instead of just 2. And we get to use the fallen wood to make our spares and 10s. Other than that, exact same game. No, there is no handicap in this league. This is the pros. They bowl scratch only. What they bowl is what they bowl. I don't know. I think if I bowled a 10-pin league more often, I would understand it a little better. Oh yeah, best like 5-game series is definitely over a 700. I don't know what it is, but in this house it is a 751 for 5. But in the entire game, it's definitely going to be more than that. Come on, keep going. Candlepin scored almost the same as 10-pin. The only difference is really that third ball. Yeah, I was. I was trying all sorts of different things to try to make that ball hook, but just nothing worked. Never been a 300. No. 245 is the most that's ever happened. Yeah, I couldn't get Wi-Fi there. That's why I only recorded it and did it later. But if you want to watch the entire match, I believe it is on YouTube. Me and my wife bowling. But trust me, you guys don't want to watch me bowl 10-pin. I am not good at it. Unless you guys really want to make fun of me that bad. But if you want to make fun of me, just watch my Candlepin bowling. Plenty of stuff for you guys to laugh at that way. Yeah, I must be like missing out on some of these questions because you guys are answering them for me, but yes, that is Josh Daly who stole my camera. Yeah. He was like, oh, he hadn't thrown a strike all night long until that last game. Right? Yeah, everyone can laugh at me then. Because this game is really, really hard, Delgado. You really need the 3, or else the scores would be even so much lower. I'm just glad he actually made that strike, you know? Like, that made the video perfect in every way. I just wish it took off a little more than it did. Like, I thought it was going to get a lot more traction. Like, on TikTok, less than 1,000 people saw it. And I'm like, why? Why did that video not do a little better? I assume we're related a little bit, but not like, I don't have his phone number. We don't talk or anything like that. Max didn't like it either. Max was not happy that I let Josh do it. Yes, that leaning count does count as down. Yep. The video of Josh Daly making that final strike where he says, like, if I make this, you guys are all going to have a great 2024. If not, well, too bad. This is called Candlepin bowling. Basically, New England's variation on 10-pin bowling. Oh, no problem, Jill. I saw you earlier. Love seeing you every time, though. Hey, I love that dirty water. Oh, what a shot. Wow. Wow.
Now you drew it up.
Literally, JT came inside because he had gone outside for something. And he said to Lottie, he's like, hey, you know, your car is running out there. He's like, yeah, I know. I started it from in here. And it made me laugh so hard. Where did you miss, Duke? This past Tuesday? You can watch all the replays on my YouTube channel. Just look me up, Tony Levesque. I think it's like 9012 or something like that. Tammy Tanner sending a star. Thank you, thank you. JT is bowling tonight, just not here. He's on a one of the Central Park Lane teams.
Come on, Chris.
Yeah, he bowled at CPL. If you want to watch young Josh Daly, there's a bunch of videos of him when he was a little kid. Oh, what a shot! Doing like the Candlepin TV show for youth. Duke with the TGIF. Kathy sending stars too. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to read that language. I'm very sorry.
Those are not my friends.
Max is at my mother-in-law's house. He spends every Friday over at his grandmother's house. Like a good kid does, you know? Day 3 of asking to spin the ball. I mean, you could have seen Kim. She throws a little bit of a hook on the ball. Oh, see, every time you ask that, then I don't know. That is such a difficult question. Yeah, I know. I mean, based on average, you got to go with Justin Waters and Josh Daly as 1 and 2. But like past that, I mean, it is. There's so many great bowlers in the high 120s. I really can't right now show you a ball. Charlie is definitely up there. But I don't know if I would put him above like a John Winchell or Bob Whitcomb, Craig Holbrook, or like, I don't know, there's just so many good ones. You got Mark Webber, fantastic bowler from up in Maine. See, I'm always better with the who's my favorite bowler kind of questions. Because then, for me, it's more important like what they do off the lanes than what they do on the lanes. Lori's average is actually not very good. I think her average is only like a 100, maybe even less than that. She just had it. She was on fire this past week. Hey, there's my Aunt Johnny. It's not really my aunt. It just says Aunt Johnny. Good evening, Richard. What's going on, buddy? You could curve the ball, but you generally don't want to. Generally, you want to throw a nice, hard, straight fastball if you can. A little bit of a hook on the end is nice, but not like in 10-pin. Mike Tilley subscribed for the first time. Attaboy, Mike. Thank you so much. Like, subscribing helps like so much on this app. I really appreciate it. I do. There you go. Nice shot. I know. Like, I always feel like it's a lot to ask people to like sign up, to subscribe, and all that stuff. I'm always just very thankful every single time you guys do stuff like that. Because money's tight, you know? I very much appreciate it, Mike. Thank you, thank you. Well, maybe in a couple of years, Cora, I'll still be doing this, I think. I mean, it's so hard to do dirty water, as you know, and just the accuracy of some of these guys is incredible. Yeah, we get a lot more splits, Blake, and that's probably why you're just seeing, like, that they're harder to make just because we get so many of them. Most of the time, when you hit the head pin, you're going to get big splits like that. It's the way it is. You got to learn how to make your spares, and that's how you become a better bowler. Yep, I mean, it's not even that much, really. Maybe it is, but... Yes, Corey, we are in Amesbury, Massachusetts. My hometown. Yeah, I've never seen Chucky actually bowl. Like, I didn't really start doing, like, this kind of thing until, like... really, I didn't start, like, traveling and doing this until about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah, we're literally right up the road from Merrimack. Yeah, oh, you definitely can. Yeah, Merrimack with a K is in New Hampshire. Merrimack with a C is down the road. Yeah, no Santa Parade this year in Merrimack. Unless they just changed the date, but I know when I was supposed to go, we weren't able to. Yeah, good old Lafayette Club. My dad was once the president of the Lafayette Club. It was very funny when Mark Ritchie found out who my dad was. He's like, wait, I've known your dad for years. I'm like, yeah, how did you not know he was my dad? We literally have the same last name and lived in we grew up in the same town. Like, of course. Oh, trust me, Corey. I get that all the time. You watch me at all, and I say it all the time. You know, I have to explain what Candlepin is because nobody ever knows. Beautiful head pin hit. Big split. So, Papa, in Candlepin, you want to throw it hard. It really does help because the ball weighs less than the pins. So the best way to get that pin action is to get some speed on the ball. I don't know. Should I ask him? He's actually bowled great today. Corrado, Mark Weber wants to know if you've thrown the ball like a man yet today. Yes.
1925.
1925 so far. And he's sitting on a 78 through 6 with a mark. So yeah, he's bowled pretty good today. And then he put up a single finger. I don't know what that was about though. I don't know if he was saying he was the number one bowler. I don't know. No, this is not duckpin bowling. No. This is called candlepin bowling, Michael. And it is the best kind of bowling. The pins weigh 2 pounds 8 ounces, 2.5 pounds. Yeah, I agree. A candlepin just is so much better. This will be an interesting shot if he can make this one. got it. What a shot. That is using the wood correctly right there. That is a pro level spare. Ball is at the most 2 pounds 7 ounces. Yep, anywhere from 2 pounds 4 ounces to 2 pounds 7 ounces. But for the most part, you're going to be sitting around the 2.6, 2.7. Usually the 2.4s are for like the glow bowling balls and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it all depends. Like, I've seen 10-pin bowlers just throwing the ball really slow because they want to try to hook it. And I don't know. I don't know how you would throw it. There is open bowling available. Like, a couple people just showed up now to go bowling. They're on lane 2. But there's only 8 lanes in this entire place anyway. So a good score is 100. If you can average 100 in most leagues, you're going to be one of the best bowlers in your league. For this league, you've got to average like a 115 to a 120. Yo, I understand what you mean. This is definitely more of like a side job for the owners of this place. Like, they both have regular jobs and just do this after work. Big buddy, this is called Candlepin bowling, and it is the best kind of bowling that there is. No, that's who Corrado's filling in for. 10 frames, same as 10 pin. If you throw 12 strikes, it is still 300. All over the head pin. Nice fill. Whoa, whoa, wow, wow. How about that shot, Mark? How about that shot, huh? Crazy. This is the last game, yep. We're in the final 4 frames for each bowler. No, that a 125 to a 150 is a great score. No, nobody can average 175. Nope. I'm not bowling today, Barker. I'm just down here watching it, same as you guys. Oh my God! I could make just that one. I could make a whole video right there. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Always happy to do it. Wow, that was a nice try. If this is something you like, make sure you... Wow, again, another nice shot. Make sure you give me a follow because I do go live quite a bit. I feel like I'm always in a bowling alley nowadays. Oh, that is definitely me. I always talk to myself like that because I have to say stuff like that so I don't swear at myself. It makes a lot more, it's much more PG and like family friendly when I can not swear at myself. My next live is tomorrow. I will be live at noontime. I'll be recording JJ Turigny versus Jake Morrill. Oh, that's awesome, JP. Thank you. I love hearing stuff like that. That's great. I try to make it fun. I try to make it so that, it's just like we're hanging out. I'm kind of nervous about the way tomorrow's going to go. So I'll be having a co-host tomorrow. Paul Grant, the guy who does my commentating for my matches normally, he is going to be co-hosting it with me. And I told him he has to start doing it my way and not like the regular commenting way. And he agreed. He agreed to it after a little bit of a battle. Most bowlers don't mind that I do this. I think they like it. How do you become a pro? A lot of practice. a lot of practice. Yeah, so yeah, he has to do it my way tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. Riverwalk Lanes is in Amesbury, Massachusetts. You haven't seen Candlepin before, I get that, because it is highly regional, and you'll basically only find it in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. Yeah, there is a Candlepin tournament almost every single weekend. I don't do them a lot personally because I do a lot of other stuff, but I do like usually once a month or once every 2 months. I'll usually go to one. Yeah, there you go. Mark Webber is literally one of the best bowlers out there, so listen to him. These guys are very good, actually. They really, really are. This game is just that hard that even the pros don't look great sometimes, but they are very, very good. You have to trust me. All right, well, next time you come up here, let me know, you know? Oh, what a shot. When's my next ACST match? January 6th, I'm going against Faye Sawyer at Lakeside Lanes. That's my next ACST match. And Paul Grant will be doing my match then, too. But then he'll be doing it his normal way, regular commentating and stuff like that. Tomorrow, when I'm recording them, it'll be noontime Eastern till about 2 o'clock Eastern. I am a little dreading tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Oh, there you go. What a shot. Dreading isn't really the right word, but yeah, there's still a nice place up in Portsmouth, the Bowlerama. The only thing I really worry about is I feel like he's going to try to like hijack it a little bit and try to just go back into his normal routine. I'm going to have to keep guiding him away from that. Oh, what a strike. What a strike. Let's see. He had a 104 and a 106 so far. Yeah, that's it. I think it'll be fun no matter what. It's just something different that I haven't done before. I always get a little apprehensive about things like that. Yeah, yep. So my son is in the youth league at Academy Lanes, and he just did the international tournament up there, and placed first place in every event except for all events. Very, very tacky approaches, yes. Yep. I can't bowl there because I literally can't slide. Oh yeah, like if if you see me bowl, he bowls with me on my men's league on Tuesday nights. So you'll see a lot of videos of Max. Yeah, this is much more challenging than 10-pin bowling. Strikes are not a thing really. Like, yes, you can get strikes. But this is more of a spare game and making your shots, make your spares, and make your tens. Average speed for a man is between 30 and 35. For a woman, it's between 20 and 25. Hey, there's a quarter Worcester. Just taking out the 3-pin. Nothing worse than that. Whoa. Yes, he literally just hit the 3-pin. Yep. We actually have a name for that because it happens not often, but it's called the quarter Worcester. No, the ball is not metal. It's either a urethane or a rubber ball. You can root for either side. I have no problem with you rooting for either one. Lafayette's the home team, and they're the ones that I record the most, really. But the Hingham team is a bunch of great bowlers on it. So you can root for either one that you want. So this is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. So if you know what bocce ball is, it's basically the same size ball as that. I mean, we are all cheering for Corrado. That is true. Scoring is almost the same as 10-pin. First and second balls are the exact same. We get 3 throws, and that third one is just total pinfall. So if you knock them all down, you would just get a 10 with no bonus balls out of the next box. Any relation to Jerry? Not that I know of, but my grandfather has 12 brothers and sisters, and the Levesques just have a large families from back in the day. So I don't know a Jerry. That doesn't mean anything, though. Exactly, Corey. Exactly. My boy Triple H. Yep. Also a Levesque, but no relation enough so that I don't have his phone number in my phone, you know? He's not going to answer if I call him. Yes, he is. From Nashua, I believe. Not only is it manually scored, it is like pencil and paper still. What a shot again. Who is this guy? One good day at Academy, and all of a sudden he's just killing it. It is a completely different thing. Like if you're good at 10-pin bowling and you did this consistently, I think you would be good at this also. But it would take time and practice. No one has a 145 average. Double? Come on. Close. Well, pin's still rolling a little bit. You never know. Yeah, most pros are around the 115 to 120 average. Nailed it. Kareem, what is going on, buddy? Our regular average in most leagues is probably about an 85 to a 90, would be my guess. So, generally, if you want to know what your Candlepin average would be from a 10 pin, basically you just got to cut that number in half. So if you normally average a 230, you would probably have a 115 average. No, most of the time you throw a straight ball. You can do a little bit of a curve, but generally it's not a good thing. I'll have to look at it after. Oh, good ball right there. Beautiful strike again. Yeah, I mean, if you are a bowling fan, I highly suggest doing Candlepin a few times if you can. It's so much fun. And in case this game doesn't make it out of the next, 20, 30 years, you'd be kicking yourself if you didn't do this, highest score I've ever seen was a 204 that Steve Walker threw. That one's no good from John. That was in the gutter. Generally, you don't want to go to the Berkman side. You want to go to the normal side.
Going in.
Yeah, and then it goes speed 7.
What?
Speed 7. All right, that'll go. I like that wood. I like that wood a lot. No oil on the lanes. No. Just straight wooden lanes. It is not candlestick, it's called candlepin. Candlepin bowling. Oh, beautiful shot right there. Yeah, but that piece of wood was pretty nice. Scored almost the same as 10 pin. First and second ball is the exact same. So if you got 12 strikes, it's still 300. The thing is though, we get 3 throws, and that third one is just total pinfall. So if you knock them all down your third ball, no bonus balls, just a 10. I hear that all the time, Chad. Correct, yep. If the ball goes in the gutter and comes out or hits a pin in the gutter, it's a foul ball and does not count. I feel like it's more like calling arm wrestling holding hands. I don't know. I have so many highlights from this. This has been, I think I can do individual highlights from this too, which is great. Like normally I just do team highlights, but with so many great bowlers and everyone doing great. Yeah, for some reason New York only has a couple. You got up in Albany, there's like Apex Gaming has a couple. But for the most part, it just doesn't go south of that Massachusetts line. Yeah, so that second line is called the lob line. And the ball has to make contact with the lane before that, or else it's considered a foul ball, and it's the same as throwing a gutter ball. Any pins it hits are automatically deducted. Well, everybody who says that they wish they had this everywhere, we got to talk to someone rich and really start getting some more machines made and put them out there, because I really think this would take off in a lot of places. Duckpin is very similar, but you don't get to use the wood to make your spares. And your ball is a little bit bigger and the pins are a lot fatter. Yes. Yep. Apex Gaming in Albany has some Candlepin lanes that you can try. I know that. I always say Florida's the best place to bring it, Kathy. You got all the snowbirds coming down there. They know what it is already. Yeah, you're talking about Autumn Mowry from Ellsworth, Maine. Yep, I always say everyone should follow her. I think she does such a great job. No, but if you bowl a 111, you have to buy drinks for the team. That's generally the joke, you know. If you hit a 111, it's a round for the team. I don't know anything about setting up the alleys. That's the problem. But I would definitely be the face of it, if you wanted me to. Mowry, Mowery. Yeah, she does a great job. She literally owns the bowling alley by herself. She's a young girl, and she's fixing the machines, she's fixing the lanes, doing everything by herself. It's awesome. No, John. If you see that second line out there, that's called the lob line. Your ball has to make contact with that before. Your ball has to make contact with the lane before that line, or it's a foul ball. So you can't overhand it. You got to kind of roll the ball. Yeah, this is the United States right here. This is Riverwalk Lanes in Amesbury, Massachusetts. Right, now we just need that someone with money. That's probably the hardest person to find. It's not impossible to get a 300, but it is improbable for sure. No, Frankie. It is almost always bowler's call. Yeah, I know. If you look to the left of the Riverwalk sign, there's the American flag right there. Yeah, like they both work full-time jobs and then do this kind of like on the side. I mean, there is another Candlepin bowling alley place in town, and they also have like the full arcade. They've got a full restaurant. They've got a lot of other stuff. And then the other place, oh, what a shot! Doesn't really care about like leagues and tournaments. They're more for the family style stuff. This is for like the hardcore bowlers. There's only 8 lanes in this bowling alley. And John, generally in Candlepin, you want to throw a faster ball. Like accuracy is still the most important thing, but generally speed will help you get more pin action. Yeah, this is Amesbury, Massachusetts. So we're all the way on the East Coast. Great ball from Craig Holbrook. Oh, almost. Cost of a game is about $5 a game. Some places are a little more expensive, some places are a little less. Riverwalk Lanes is always one of the cheapest places out there. But generally it's about $5 a string. And then usually about $2. Wow, what a shot. about $2 to rent shoes if you don't have shoes. I've been told there's nothing in Rhode Island. Alright, and that's it. I'll get you guys the finals. We have I don't know what happened at the very end. Oh, you just have to roll away. Nice. Pretty sure Lafayette took all of it tonight. Yeah, truly a great ending. So thank you everybody who showed up tonight. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. There's nothing available in Texas. I'm very sorry. You got to pretty much only go to northern New England if you want to find this. Yeah, I will definitely do that for sure. I will tell them. But anyway, guys, thank you all for showing up. Thank you for the shares, the new follows. I will be live again tomorrow at noontime. Again, I won't be bowling, but you guys can watch me watch other people go bowling. Thank you all so much. I will see you again. Have a great night.